with the latest breaking development on the Ishrat encounter case. A special CBI court dropped the case against the three remaining accused policemen, including in the Ishrat Jahan encounter case. The court also said that the encounter is not fake and that there is nothing to show they weren't terrorists. Big setback for lobby indeed. Getting my colleague Priyanka joining us on this broadcast with more details. Priyanka, what more can you tell us? A big setback for lobby. The court says Ishrat encounter not fake and this was genuine. The conclusion being they were terrorists.
Well, absolutely. Today itself, the special CBI court has actually said that the petition, the discharge application that was made by the three remaining IPS officers has been accepted, which means that now if the CBI chooses to appeal further in this particular case, which is where the case will further go on in the courts. But as of now, the discharge applications that had been filed by the IPS officers earlier as well had been accepted by the court. Earlier we had seen DG Vanzara, NK Amin, PP Pandey, all of these big names who were very controversial at the time during the Ishrat Jahan encounter case had come to light, and they had also been accepted by the court. And of course there were appeals that were made by Ishrat Jahan's mother, but the CBI did not choose to appeal further in the discharge application that was filed by these IPS officers. PP Pandey, who was a big name in this entire controversy, his discharge application had been accepted in 2018, and of course DG Vanzara's application was accepted in 2019. Of course that was pertaining to the sanctions that were also not given by the government, and the CBI chose not to question, not to appeal this further, which means that they also saw a legitimate reason for this entire encounter that did take place. And now the court has also said in this particular order, stating that yes, there was absolutely no evidence that showed that this was a fake encounter, that this was a legitimate encounter, which also means that the Ishrat Jahan and the 3 to 4 accomplices that were said to be of the Lashkar-e-Toiba had come to Gujarat with a conspiracy at that time for a political assassination, is what earlier at that time was also being talked about. At that time, remember, the current Prime Minister Narendra Modi was the Chief Minister of Gujarat.
Quickly bringing in Abhishek Kapoor, our senior executive editor also, who's been tracking more on this. Abhishek, the CBI court, the special CBI court, has dropped the case against the 3 remaining accused policemen, including the one in Ishrat Jahan encounter case as well. So certainly our biggest setback ever for the lobby. What more inputs can you share?
Well, this saga has gone on for more than a decade and a half, Prithveen, and for those like me who have seen this case evolve from the very first day, this is essentially a culmination of a process that should have happened maybe within 2-3 years. Encounters, fake encounters, and genuine encounters, it's a long debate. And these cases between Sohrabuddin and Ishrat Jahan did engender that debate at that time. But what the court has observed essentially suggests that there was a motivation, there was an attempt to malign the administration of that time, the government of that time, and to manipulate the judicial processes to continue to indulge in polemics. And we have seen how, despite the court, the case going outside of Gujarat and a neutral government there, if at all there was this charge that there could be attempt at, influencing the judiciary at the lower level, the court, the process actually was monitored by the Supreme Court, and the trial happened for most part in a court outside of Gujarat. And then when this verdict has come and this discharge has happened, and remember, this is the second discharge. Earlier, 4 other cops have already been discharged, and now these 3, Tarun Barot, who was a very prominent crime branch sleuth till he retired in Gujarat, and GL Singhal, who's now an ADGP after his suspension having been revoked about 2 years back, and then Anaju Chaudhary, a constable whose role was in actual encounter. So I think this is a culmination of a process which, as I said, should have happened long back. Now those people who were using these cases to kind of push their politics. It's a lesson for them, and I don't know whether the lobby understands as yet, because this is maybe n number of cases where they have one of the n number of cases where they have really suffered setbacks because they could not push their agendas beyond the point. What is important is that in the Ishrat Jahan case, the observation that has been made by the court today, the fact that there were two Pakistanis who were part of this group, the fact that Ishrat, the diaries, they don't explain her being not aware of the fact that Javed Sheikh alias Pranesh Pillai, who was with her, was not involved in this terror activity. So I think hopefully this should bring to an end and a closure to all those cases which had been used to kind of put the then government of Narendra Modi in Gujarat on the map.
Absolutely, because important observations that have been made by the CBI court. The court has said that the encounter is not fake and that there is nothing to show that they weren't terrorists. But Abhishek, since the proceedings against the three have been dropped, is it safe to say that the trial has practically come to an end, unless perhaps the CBI appeals against the same? We'll bring back Abhishek with more details on the same. We seem to have lost that line, but remember, it is three police officials, IPS officer GL Singhal, retired police officer Tarun Barot and Anjanu Chaudhary, filed the discharge applications on 20th of March, and now the proceedings against the three have been dropped. This is a big development indeed as far as the Ishrat encounter case is concerned, and a big setback for the lobby. And remember how the CBI had not appealed against the discharge of the four other officials earlier, but now the CBI court clearly maintaining that there is nothing to show that they were not terrorists. Priyanka, my colleague, is also with us on this broadcast. Priyanka, I was meaning to ask Abhishek this, and perhaps you can take this forward. Can we say, and is it safe to conclude that the trial perhaps has come to an end unless a CBI appeal comes in once again?
Well, absolutely, because we had seen this in the cases of earlier IPS officers like DG Vanzara, NK Amin and PP Pandey in 2018 and 2019, where their discharge applications had been accepted, where the CBI had a chance to appeal this entire matter, but they chose not to, which also, also goes to show that there was a lack of evidence in this theory that it was in fact a fake encounter. And this is exactly what has happened in this case, particular case as well of the CBI, special CBI court as well, where all the last three IPS officers have the discharge applications of whom...
Priyanka, I'll come back to you. We need to interrupt you.